Today guys, I'm going to be making for you all Trini pot bake, and for this you're going to need flour, Crisco cookeen or lard, salt, yeast, sugar and warm water with a little bit of extra flour for dusting. So let's get started on putting this together. Firstly, I'm going to start by placing the sugar, the yeast and the salt into the flour. Just going to mix this in to incorporate those ingredients. And if you want to make this in your stand mixer, you can. Next, you're going to put in your Crisco or lard. And using your fingertips, you're going to rub this into the flour until it resembles fine breadcrumbs. And I'm using bread flour for this recipe, but if you don't have bread flour, you can use all-purpose flour. Next, you're going to add enough warm water, lukewarm water, not screaming hot because you don't want to kill the yeast. And you're going to add just enough to create a soft to medium dough. Dough comes together like this, you're going to continue kneading this for about 5 minutes until you have a very smooth dough, because you want to create as much gluten as you can so you would have a really nice bake. And if you've seen my coconut bake recipe, which I'll leave the link or the end card for at the end of this video, you'll see how nice those bakes came out. Now you're going to cover the dough and you're going to set it in your oven along with a cup of boiling hot water. The steam or the heat from that hot water is gonna get that oven nice and warm, and if you wanted to, you can put it in prior to kneading the flour so that it will help proof this dough even faster. Okay, so the dough has finished resting. I'm just gonna turn it out onto a floured surface. Okay, I'm just going to divide this dough into 2 equal parts. Now you're going to take each part and form it into a dough ball. Okay, set one of the dough balls aside and we're going to start to roll out the other dough ball. If you wanted to, you can use your fingers to open out the dough. And if you're opening out your dough and it's pulling back on you, just let it rest for like 2 to 3 minutes. Next, you're going to roll out your dough to about 1/2 inch thickness. And we're going to be cooking this in a pot. So whatever pot you decide to use, you want to make sure it can fit in the pot and it's not bigger than the bottom of the pot or the inside circumference. So I'm using my non-stick pot for this, and while I'm using a non-stick pot, I'm just gonna brush a little bit of Crisco, or you can use butter, on the bottom of the pot. Now you want to make sure your heat is like medium low, because this needs to take its time and cook. We want the inside of the bake to be properly cooked, because if the pot is screaming hot, the outside is going to get really brown and then the inside would be raw. I'm going to place the bake into the pot now. Now I'm going to let this cook in here for about 4 minutes on each side, just to make sure that it's properly cooked. Now because we greased the bottom of the pot, I'm going to just brush some oil on the top of this, so when we flip it, both sides would have a really beautiful color. Now I'm going to cover it and just allow it to cook there on low for that 4 minutes. I'm just going to go in and check. Now when you remove the cover, make sure you don't let that water fall into the pot bake. I'm going to flip this. I'm just going to brush the side with a little bit of Crisco. Now you're going to cover it again and allow it to cook another 4 minutes on that side. Now you notice that this side, when we flipped it, it's still white. So if it's like that, once the other side, the 4 minutes is up, I'm going to flip it again until it gets the brown, nice color that we're accustomed to. Okay, I'm going to flip it again. Make sure you don't let that steam fall in the bake. Ooh, it's getting a beautiful color. Now we just want the other side to get that nice brown color also. So you're going to cover it back and allow that to happen. It may take about 2 more minutes. Okay, let's check the pot bake. Okay, so it's nice and brown. I'm just going to set this aside. And I'm going to cook the other one, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here you guys have it. Trini pot bake. Now if you notice, and this is a learning experience, if you notice that the consistency of the brownness on this one is totally different to this one, that's because the pot was not 100% hot at the time when I put in the first one. So make sure let your pot heat up really well before you put your bakes in, and you'll get it like this. See a really nice brown consistency. So what I want to do is just cut into one so you all can see what it looks like on the inside. So there you have it. Pot bake. This is so soft. See, it's really soft, and this is gonna taste really good if you eat this hot with some butter or cheese. This is gonna be so delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. I really enjoyed making this one for you all. Make it and let me know down below if you like it. If you guys are new to my channel and you like what you see, I hope you subscribe, and I will see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!